Well, I think we have an important task as leaders about our system to explain our system of government. Checks and balances between the three branches of government, our free speech rights, our property rights, and then the system that freedom, the economic system that came from those established legal rights, and how over time we've tried to make it better, to actually try to achieve the ideals the founders laid out for us. And it's taken us generations to get as close as we have today, and we're still working. But what sprang out of property rights and speech rights, that level of freedom, was the free exchange of goods and services, which is commonly called capitalism, which we think of as a free economy. The ability for an individual to make economic decisions for themselves without asking for permission from the government or being fully beholden to the government. I think it's incumbent upon us to explain the system, to endorse the things that have worked, and to stand against the things that have failed internationally. I commonly, like all of you, go to schools, and you ask, can you name the communist countries in the world? And I've had multiple classes where their first answer is, well, it's a trick question. It's not a trick question. We still have communist countries in the globe. Cuba to our south, North Korea is two great examples. China is trying to complicate the model and make it a little more interesting, but fundamentally, it's governmental control. This resolution doesn't get into as fulsome details as we can and should, but it speaks against the excesses of socialism globally, without having to have something salacious in here about our domestic politics. So Congresswoman Salazar, she can tell her story better than I can, but her escape was to freedom and to this American system, and she has a very different view than I do as a native-born American, and has a wholehearted endorsement of what many of us assume is prevalent as the air and water.
Hello, friends. This is a new update on stimulus checks. You may want to keep an eye on your mailbox because residents of these states will be receiving hundreds of dollars in relief money throughout this fall and winter. Thanks to record-high budget surpluses, millions of Americans currently qualify for this extra new aid. Dear friends, I'll be covering the eligibility requirements, so please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, do stay tuned because I'll be announcing the winners of today's Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you need to do is click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning the weekly giveaways. If you hear the term organ kicker this week, this is in reference to the state's surplus, which hit a new record high of $5.61 billion, according to a report earlier this month from the Oregon Office of Economic Analysis. This surplus is the largest in state history. It will be returned to taxpayers through a credit on their 2023 state personal income tax returns, which are filed in 2024. The credit is based on tax liability for the 2022 tax year. For taxpayers who have not yet filed a 2022 tax return, you must file now in order to claim your kicker credit. When you file your 2023 tax returns, the median credit amount is expected to be $980, which means half could be more and half could be less. But the tax credit part might not sit well with residents of Oregon. Current Oregon law does not allow the kicker to be sent out as a check. The state legislature changed the distribution method to a tax credit in 2011. The legislature would have to pass another law to change it back to the previous method, or at least add checks as an option. And so far, that has not happened. But in any case, taxpayers are eligible to claim this kicker if they filed a 2022 tax return and had taxes due before the credits. Taxpayers who don't have a filing obligation for 2023 must still file a 2023 tax return to claim their credit. And this is according to Oregon.gov. Also, do keep in mind that the state can use all or part of your kicker to pay any state debt you owe, such as taxes due for other years or even school loans. House Republicans hit the reset button on their search for a new House Speaker and will try again next week to find a leader, after Republican Representative Jim Jordan's bid came to an end this Friday. Republicans voted against keeping Representative Jim Jordan as their Speaker by a margin of 86 to 112. After the vote, Jim Jordan told reporters, "We put the question to them. They made a different decision. I told the conference that I appreciated getting to work with everyone." Representative Tom Emmer, who has a party whip, is a third-ranking leader, is also reportedly running. Tom Emmer would like to be the front-runner, having helped flip control of the chamber back to Republicans as head of the National Republican Congressional Committee in 2020 and 2022. Republicans have had no leader since removing Kevin McCarthy out of the Speaker's suite early this month because he had been overly cooperative with Democrats. All House businesses has seized as Republicans try to find a replacement for McCarthy, but they have been unable to agree amongst themselves after first nominating Representative Steve Scalise and then Jim Jordan. At least 20 Republicans voted against Jordan on the House floor 3 separate times this week, depriving him of the required 217 votes. Jordan received only 194 votes this past Friday. So now Republicans will go back to the beginning of the process. A candidate forum is set for Monday evening, and a series of votes is set for Tuesday. With Jordan and McCarthy off the table, the list of actual and potential Speaker candidates is very long. Others who are potential candidates or said to be testing the waters for a run include Representative Mike Johnson, as well as Texas Republican Roger Williams and Jody Arrington. Well, my magnificent and most marvelous friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Friday. My dearest friends, thank you so very much for being here every day and for being part of this community. The winners of today's Walmart gift card giveaway is S. Smith and Miss Moses. Congratulations, my dearest friends! To claim your gift cards, please check your notifications page and send me a message. Or friends, you could message me on my Facebook page. Congratulations and have a wonderful and very blessed Friday.